Fantasy Smack Talk, Nameco right here, Dustin right here. Very exciting news. We have partnered up with DraftKings for all of our preseason stuff. They're sponsoring us, but they are awesome. You really should check them out.
Big fan.
The thing we like most, one of the things I like most about DraftKings is all the different things they do. They do golf, they do NASCAR, they do MMA, and they're everywhere now. So if you're not a part of them, even if you're a part of another daily site and you haven't done DraftKings yet, you should do them both.
Double down. Because also if there's different values there, and the way that DraftKings really puts together some utility spots and whatnot, just a little more flexibility, I'm a big fan.
Click on the little card up there, or just go to our forum page. There's a banner at the top. Just follow that link, sign up, deposit at least $5, and you will get a free game, sign-up bonus, and you get to help us out. And we know you want to do that.
Who wouldn't want to help these two guys out? Alright, this video we're talking football. There's some new faces, new places. That's kind of cliche. That's what we're talking about. If you haven't been following the offseason, this is the video to watch. And so let's go into it. We're going to talk about...
This is running backs. I mean, obviously, LeSean McCoy to the Bills, DeMarco Murray to the Eagles. Those are the big ones. Those are the ones you've heard about. Let's talk about the ones you may not have heard about or that you're catching up on. So let's move on.
So the first one's Darren McFadden signed with the Cowboys. There was a little bit of buzz about this when he first got it, but then everyone remembered it's Darren McFadden. He never plays and he's hurt all the damn time. So it doesn't really matter. And the fact that Randall's there, who's going to take the bulk of the touches. So, and we've said for how many years now, avoid McFadden?
Basically,
5, I think.
How long has he been in the league?
Yeah, so we're saying again, you're going to definitely avoid him.
The next one is Frank Gore to the Colts. Now, this one is extremely interesting. Obviously, the Colts have a great offense, but he has no competition. I mean, Dan Herron's really the next guy in line that would maybe be battling for carries. If Gore stays healthy, he could be in line for a big year, but we'll see what happens with that. But Frank Gore to the Colts, very interesting. They have an interesting offense for sure.
So the next one is Reggie Bush to the 49ers. And with Frank Gore leaving, it actually benefits, so I'm going to kind of turn this into a dual thing, but Carlos Hyde the most. And the early mocks had Carlos Hyde going with pick 12, 13. Nuts. I know you're a Hyde fan. That is nuts.
I know
it is nuts for him because their line A isn't that great, and there's a lot of turmoil and a lot of problems in the organization. Feels like guys in the prime are retiring like every other day on the Niners. Just it's a bad situation, and Reggie Bush is going to split carries with Hyde. It's going to be probably a 1A, 1B kind of thing. You're looking to me for either of those guys, 4th round in standard leagues at the earliest. So just don't be too excited.
I like Hyde too much, but 4th round's too late.
It's probably, but 3rd round maybe, but still, we're going to battle. Guarantee you that's our number one battle.
We'll
he's going to want him top 12, and that is stupid to do.
I don't.
Guarantee you you're going to fight for him.
I don't think I'm coming back to earth on Hyde, but I
he
think...
owns his rookie cards.
I think
stuff.
late 2nd,
Guarantee you
third.
try to get him in the 2nd round.
Late 2nd, early 3rd. Shane Vereen is next to the Giants. This one is very interesting to me because I think Shane Vereen is a very good football player, but the Patriots system, it's just too spread out. You never really even know how good each running back is going to be for them just because who's going to touch the ball, you don't know. So if he gets a chance, if Rashad Jennings goes down, Vereen could be big, but with Jennings there, they still got Andre Williams. It's too crowded for him to go anywhere close to being, towards the top of any draft board. But in PPR leagues, you got to give him a bump. And don't forget, Rashad Jennings is on the other side of 30 years old. So Vereen might get a chance for a decent amount of touches.
All right, here's a quick and easy one. D'Angelo Williams is on the Pittsburgh Steelers. As long as Bell is healthy and playing, D'Angelo has 0 value. But Bell is suspended the first couple games, so if you're drafting Bell, then you take D'Angelo not late. Do not wait till the last or 2nd round for handcuffs. I don't like that. Take him, 11th, 12th, 13th round, somewhere in there, and just scoop him just to make sure you get that production for the first couple weeks.
Another interesting move is Stephen Ridley went to the Jets.
Really not interested.
Interesting enough to talk about. But it's a mess out there because we don't really know what's going to happen. I mean, Chris Johnson didn't look all that great last year, and they have Zach Stacy now as well. It's interesting enough because I think this will be something we have to pay attention to in the preseason because I can't confidently say...
You're not drafting a single Jet this year. Neither am I. We're not drafting a single...
It's one of those guys.
Maybe not even a Jet. I will not own a single Jet on any of my 7 teams.
But they're going to be worthy of drafting.
Decker.
They're going to
Will
be
you draft
worthy
any of them?
I mean, if I'm in the last round and I have a chance of getting a starting running back, I mean, come on.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. We both know that.
I'm not going to be excited about it.
Ryan Matthews is the next guy I'm talking about. Interesting move, and I kind of like it for he's now on the Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of weird stuff happened with that. They signed him, then like 2 days later they signed Murray. So it was kind of confusing. They could have backed out on the deal, but then they said, no, we want all of these guys. Either way, he's going to be the odd man out. They have Sproles there. They got DeMarco there. He's going to be a handcuff, I think, at best. They're saying they're really going to split the carries. I don't see that happening too much. So, again, he's more of a handcuff to DeMarco, and that's it in my opinion.
And this one doesn't have too much fancy relevancy, but Dexter McCluster went to Tennessee, but kind of another situation where who's going to get the touches? They got Sankey, they got the rookie David Cobb, and they got McCluster. It's gonna be a mess, but
annoying. It's just you're gonna hate me for saying this, but the beat writers in Tennessee are loving Bishop Sankey right now. I'm just putting it out there.
10 pounds.
I know you hate the early talks. I'm just saying.
I like Sankey.
I know we liked him last
Sankey.
year. Post-hype sleeper is what I'm saying. He's gonna go so late, dude.
I mean,
I think Sankey is.
He's
gonna go way
definitely
too
the
late.
top of that list, but then we got to see what the rookie does.
No, I know.
So we'll
I'm just saying. I know you love those beat writers. All right, the last guy I'm talking
He's been
about.
carrying footballs during practice.
He's held the ball. He's caught footballs. It's been
Eli
amazing.
hasn't been throwing picks
So,
during practice.
the last guy I'm talking about is one that I think is going to be huge and it's very underrated, and a guy that I have hated forever. CJ Spiller. I've never given this guy any kind of love. I've always hated when it was borderline first round, second round, third round. I didn't care. I've always hated CJ Spiller until this year. I think New Orleans went out and got him because they desperately missed the Sproles in that offense, and Drew Brees needed a little kind of a scat back to throw it down to in a PPR league. Ingram's getting all of the hype that he's going to get 300 touches, this year. I don't think that's happening. I think with CJ Spiller there, as long as he stays healthy, he is going to be a PPR monster. Mark my words, I absolutely love this kid as a sleeper in the Saints system. Love him, Dustin.
Love him. That's crazy.
And I've always hated him. I've always hated him.
You've always hated Saints running backs for good reason.
It's true.
2 people went to Oakland, Roy Halou and Trent Richardson. Latavius Murray's number 1 on that depth chart as of now to see. We will see what happens with that. That'll probably stay that way if he stays healthy. But, Halou and Richardson, we'll see what happens. And I did want to say one thing quick. We have an article on this with one of our new writers, Anthony. If you want to check out his article, he wrote about all these guys. It is up on the site, so check that out. Throw your paper.
Throw the paper.
Sign up for DraftKings. That wasn't bad.
Hey, it's going to look terrible, but it's kind of like a floater.
Brent-
DraftKings, get some love. I'm so excited for football.
Hooked on DraftKings NASCAR.
I'm loving it. Oh,
He
not at all.
loves DraftKings
I've
NASCAR.
never watched a single lap in
He
NASCAR.
can't get enough
I am proud of
NASCAR.
myself to say I have never watched a single lap.
I like that.
I turn left and right every day.
In the golf, you can do the golf.
I would do some golf.
See?